And yeah, we're live. We're live. Hey, what is up, everybody? John from Magic Tech Review. I am joined by CV Tech today. Just gotta go ahead and leave a like on the video. If you enjoy the content, subscribe, become part of the Magic Tech Review family. And yeah, comment down below if you're watching this on the live stream. What you think about this topic yourself, or have you been affected by this at all? And the individual is in here first, always saying hooray.
What's up, individual?
All right. So man,
How's what is everyone doing today?
Oh man. I want to talk a little bit about some stores closing down. You know what I'm saying? Obviously Toys R Us right now is in really big trouble. They owe about $5 billion in debt. So they're not sitting at a good place right now.
Man, I didn't know they were that much in debt. I heard they was going out, but I didn't know that it was because of that much debt.
Yeah, they're going to be closing about 20% or 25% of their stores nationwide, and they're going to be combining Toys R Us and Baby R Us stores as well. So,
man, I gotta admit, when I was a kid, man, Toys R Us was the place to be, man. I went up there every chance I got, man. I mean, it was just back in the 80s and 90s, or especially the 90s, I mean, it was like they had all kinds of good stuff. I went up there several years back for some Christmas or something like that for somebody, and I was like, man, this is just not the same store it was back when I was a kid,
Yeah, I think Radio Shack, man, was one of my favorites, man. Me and my dad, we used to always go to Radio Shack, even though it was a smaller store. I kind of like the smaller store feeling. You know what I'm saying? You can go in and out.
Man, that's the only reason why I used to go to the mall mainly was because of Radio Shack. I mean, I go in there and look around all the good stuff, and I love Radio Shack, man. I hate it when they went out of business.
Yeah, they had all the little trinkets and all the little things and all the little RC cars. I love their selection of little RC cars and stuff, man.
Yeah, I remember going there when I was a kid at Christmas time, and they'd be out there demonstrating all the RC cars and demonstrating all the flying toys and all that kind of stuff, and it was always fun, man. I always really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I actually worked at Radio Shack for about 6 months as a what was I? I was an assistant manager. There you go. 6 months.
I tried getting. Sorry, go ahead, man. My bad. Cutting you off there.
Oh. I mean, yeah, it was about 6 months. It was kind of cool. It was kind of later on, though, where they had just the cell phone stuff. That's what they pushed like crazy. So yeah.
Yeah, I tried getting a job at Radio Shack multiple times, and they're like, "Oh, we're not hiring anybody." And then the next week, there'd be somebody there brand new working, and I'd be like, "Seriously." But yeah, there towards the end, it was all about mobile phones. They really didn't care about anything else in the store, but trying to sell phones, prepaid, postpaid, whatever the case was. That's all it was about there towards like the last year or two that was open.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what really drove it down. I mean, I understand that was like one of their most profitable thing, and batteries, dude. Man, they always try to sell you some batteries when you go in there, bro.
Didn't matter what you bought, man. It's always, do you need some AAA batteries, AA batteries, deep. I mean, it's always. I mean, and I'm telling you, they was not cheap on their batteries. Their batteries was not cheap.
No. I mean, they
gold in them batteries.
Still,
they had gold in them batteries, man.
I think so.
But yeah, all the radio.
Go ahead.
My bad, man. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, I was gonna talk about Radio Shack, but I mean not Radio Shack, Kmart. But go ahead with the last part about Radio Shack.
I done forget.
Okay. So Kmart.
Oh God.
Kmart, man, they I don't know. I kind of saw that coming from a long ways, because Kmart, man, they just I just didn't like their stores, man. Like, man, I mean, I guess back in the day they were kind of cool, but there towards the end, man, the customer service was just like terrible, man.
Man, I was never a big fan of Kmart. There is not a Kmart within 40 to 60 miles away from where I live, so I could care less. I was never a big fan of Kmart. You know, you go in there and it just felt, I don't know, it did not, the store just when you go into a Kmart, it always felt dark and creepy. I don't know what it was about it, but every Kmart I went into, it felt like you had to. Yeah, I don't know. It was dark feeling, and it just I didn't like. And it was always so empty because nobody ever went there. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, there could be a Walmart across the street, and Walmart would not have a parking place to be had, and Kmart would have maybe a good couple dozen, and you could walk in there, and it was like a ghost town in there. I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was funny because me and the wife, we were sitting inside of a Kmart, and I remember I wanted to look at like a piece of jewelry or something like that. And man, like I had to like literally call somebody from inside the store on my cell phone to get them to come to jewelry, and then it took them like 10 minutes just to get somebody
Oh
like,
God,
yeah.
that reminds me. I was in Walmart one time. This ain't been long ago, maybe a year ago, year and a half ago.
Hmm.
I was inside of Walmart back in electronics, and it was in the evening, and there was nobody back there, nobody working. I mean, it was crowded back there, and I was like, "There's nobody back here. Is everybody on break? Did everybody go home?" So I literally called them up on my cell phone, and I said, "It's like, welcome, thank you for calling Walmart or whatever." I'm like, "Is there anybody working back here today?" And they're like, "What do you mean?" I said, "I'm back here in electronics trying to get a hold of somebody." And I said, "Seriously, there's nobody back here working." So I had to literally call the Walmart in order for somebody to come back there and actually wait on. I'm like, this is just pathetic, y'all. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, at Kmart, they used to shut down their electronics department. Like, I don't even know why. It would like they literally used to block it like after like 10 or 9 or whatever p.m. at night. They literally used to just block it with like some snack food aisle things or something like that. It was the strangest thing, man.
Yeah, Kmart was. I don't know. I just never really care much for Kmart now. You know,
I mean, their toy department was pretty good. They usually had pretty good toys. So obviously with Little John and everything like that, you know, he was a really big fan of the Kmart section with the toy section. But I'd like to say hi to everybody in the
how many?
chat as well. So we see you there.
Yes, got all these good people here in the chat. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, we know it's a good what's up, the man? He says, what the F? Uh yeah, so basically what we're talking about here is the Amazon effect. Basically, like, you know, everybody just going online shopping. But I'll tell you, man, buying clothes online is not ideal, man. What do you
No,
have you had anything
no.
any
I
Good.
I will not buy clothes online. I will not buy clothes online. Cause every company is different. So I know I don't buy clothes online
Man, my wife she
or
bought a
shoes.
man, my wife she bought some jacket or something like that. She got like a large or an XL, bro. Oh my god, man, it was like the Chinese fitting. That thing is so tiny. I guess they have like a
Yeah,
different size or something like that over there. Like so,
I mean, yeah, I agree with you. And shoes is the worst because my shoe sizes vary. I mean, some shoes I can wear 9.5, some is 10, some is 10.5, some is 11, 11.5. So I never know what shoe size or what to buy. So I never buy shoes online because of that reason. And yes, I mean, you can buy stuff online cheaper sometimes, but like you say, if you get it and order it, it's gonna take you days to get it, and then it might not even fit you. So I mean, just go into the store and do it.
and then you know
But I
you have
don't buy clothes.
sending it back. Sending it back is just ridiculous, man. Like sending something back to
It is.
China.
It is for real.
So they just gave me
In the spirit of going back to these older stores like Kmart and all this stuff. Whatever. How many of y'all remembers the store Roses? How many like going to Roses back in the day? I actually, to me, they had a very good toy section in Roses. I went there all the time when I was a kid and was always in the toy section. Then that's about all they really had that I really liked. But how many people actually remember that store going in there?
Sure, I remember a bunch of stores, man. Woolworth, Nobody Beats the Wiz. I remember a bunch of stores, dude, that are just not even. They're just gone, or they're just like a shell of what they used to be. You know, Macy's, Sears, all those stores are not really doing anything really. At least
Well,
I don't.
a A lot of Sears in my area is gone out. It's gone.
So yeah, I know it's a little early for you guys. So I know a lot of people are working or doing whatever they're doing, but we figure we just reach out to y'all, and we did record a couple of videos beforehand, so I think you guys are gonna like that. Did a couple podcasts.
Hopefully.
I said hopefully. The man says, stumbling on the most weird stuff today. It's so funny to see how you other people live. What do you mean by that there, the man?
The man. Okay.
Yeah. So we had Mervin's. I don't remember Mervin's. The malls too, man. Are the malls by you? How are they? Are they still holding up? Or are they like kind of
few, man? There's a few malls that are still holding up. Most of them, man, are just going to the dogs, man. A lot of things is going south. I mean, like you say, all this, all this online stuff, man. I believe before long we're just going to kill a lot of retailers. I mean, Walmart probably never go out because, hey, it's Walmart, but I believe a lot of stores is going to get to the point to where you got to buy stuff online, and the only store it's going to be there is like a pickup store for whatever you order online. They have it shipped to a store, something like that, and it's going to be pretty much, it's just messed. I mean, I think it's just messed up. You can go into a store or Target, whatever, and you can't find nothing. You can go online and they got, just say you're looking for cell phones, okay, in Target. You'll find maybe 25, if you're lucky, 25 cell phones in the whole store. But you can find 200 or 300 online. So.
Okay. So let's see here. Somebody's talking about the iPhone X, iPhone 10 being not being updated or being canceled. So yeah, iPhone X, man, I don't think it's nothing. $1,000 phones, man, I think are going to be going to the way of the dinosaur, hopefully.
Yeah, the iPhone 10 should never been released, in my opinion. They are done something differently with it, and hopefully they'll bring back the Touch ID on the new one. Maybe they will put some sort of Touch ID other than that facial recognition. That's most likely that you hear about, but I don't know.
You ever have a chance to go into a Circuit City before?
Oh man, I love Circuit City, man. Back in the day, most places I spent was Best Buy in Circuit City. I hated when Circuit City went out of business because I went there all the time. I remember I got when I very first got Virgin Mobile back in 2002. That's where I got my first phone from Virgin Mobile was Circuit City. They had the very first phone. I paid like $90 for that thing, man. It's an old basic bar phone, and they had a bunch of good stuff. A bunch of good stuff in there. I mean, all kinds of good stereo equipment, car stuff. You had your phone stuff, movies, games. I mean, everything.
Alrighty. I only go into the store and maybe look at a phone and then I buy it online. See, that's the issue. That's the problem. They gotta have some way to keep the lights on, man.
I honestly, I hate waiting for anything. So if I go into a store and find something, I'm gonna get it right then and there and not have to worry about buying it online, unless it's a lot cheaper online. That is. Sometimes you can get stuff a lot cheaper online.
I mean, I think they're gonna have to kind of evolve somehow on the way, you know what I'm saying, the way they do things or the way it happens,
Exactly.
Somehow. So wow, man, there's not a lot of people in here.
Really?
Nah, it's only about
what's our Wow. Yeah, I guess this time of the day is not the best time of the day to go live, but hey, it's just glad for everybody who is in here,
So yeah, we'll go for a few more minutes and then we'll go ahead and cut it. Or maybe the subscriptions didn't go out.
So anybody got?
Who knows?
Do what?
Maybe nobody get the notification. Wow.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. Anybody in here got anything they want to say, talk about? Any questions they want answered? While we sit here and wait a minute in silence.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just reminiscing. I know this is not like a popular topic, you know what I'm saying, but just reminiscing on the older stores, you know what I'm saying. A lot of the kids are not going to be able to enjoy the stores or whatever. They're gonna, shop online, get all their toys from online. It's really sad to see,
Yeah, I agree, and I mean, back in our day, back in the 80s and 90s, things were just so much better, so much more simple. Today it's all about, how fast, it's all about online, it's all about this, all about that, and it's just everything today is just so much different than it was back in our day. Back in the 80s and 90s, it's just a whole different world now that we live in. I mean, I kind of miss those days. Personally, I miss those days.
Yeah. I mean, now, all the kids aren't in the shopping carts and they got phones on them. They're not even looking at half the stuff anymore.
I mean, I remember back in the 80s and 90s going outside and, building dirt roads and, I mean, just doing all kinds of crazy stuff, actually being outside and playing outside like a real kid instead of, today it's, like a kid back in those days. Kids today don't have no idea what that's like, and kids today be like, "You really done stuff like that back then?" But back then we didn't have this kind of stuff, and honestly, we didn't miss it. We really didn't care because we didn't have it.
No, man. Shoot, remember pouring water into the dirt and the worms coming up, and then killing them with the sun with the magnifying glass, the ants. You know what I'm saying?
I never done that. I never done that, but yeah, I know people that did. How is real estate doing in your area? What do you mean, Frosty the Snowman?
Wow, I was just looking at my ticket stub from Kiss and Motley Crue in 1983 in San Francisco, $12.
Wow.
Yeah, LG. I don't know, man. I'm kind of burnt out about those topics for at the moment. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of did this topic.
Topics of
LGs and Apples and all that. Samsung Galaxy S9 and blah blah blah. I don't know. I'm a little burnt out on that stuff.
Yeah, I am too because it's just the same things, man. I mean, back in the day, whenever a phone was released, you was excited about it because there wasn't all these leaks about it. There's always something different, something new. Today, they just pretty much throw up the same thing they put up previously, which was just a few minor improvements, so they say, and a little bit more processing power, and they're going to slap a $200 price tag higher than the previous model and say it's revolutionary and it's all new and this is everything else. And really, all it is just a fraction better than the previous version, and people's going to fall for it and buy it. I mean, it's just the way it is. I could care less.
Yeah, I mean, you remember when the Galaxy, the next big thing, and it was actually the next big thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I remember the Galaxy
back
S3,
when the
it's like something.
Yeah, I remember back in the day whenever when they had the HTC Evo 4G, whenever the Evo 4G, that was like the biggest thing to hit the market technology wise, from the iPhone. I mean, the Evo, that was everywhere on TV. The Evo 4G, with its strong 1 gigahertz single core processor and all that kind of stuff. I mean, back then it was like, wow, awesome specs. Now it's just like, okay, that's just nothing, and honestly, it is nothing. But back then it was like, you look forward to phones coming out. Now it's just like the same stuff with just a slightly bumped up processor, and the screen might be a bit better. The camera might have some newfangled feature on it. Yeah,
Yeah, you remember like Droid and all that, and those commercials, man, about the Motorola Droid, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man, those were awesome.
Oh yeah, Droid. I like them. Talk about phone that you're going to do an unboxing for. You mentioned last night. Yeah, I'll be releasing that. I'll be releasing that unboxing here in the next hour. Within the next hour.
Uh-oh. Something for people to look forward to.
I also got a new phone coming too. I should have it today or tomorrow. I ordered it on a spur of the moment, which is about what I always do here lately, is buy a spur of the moment. I don't ever really think about it no more. Because when you think, see, the way I am, when you think about buying a phone, most times if you think about it long enough, you won't buy it. So I just bought it on the spur of the moment and place order. Okay, it's done. It's something that I've never had before. It's Android. It's unlocked. And so, yeah, I mean, and I talked a lot of crap about it, but you know,
Rose Jane, my phone, I don't see you, or is it the way you have the stream set up? What you mean? You should be able to see us. You should be able to see me and CV Tech switching back and forth. You don't see us?
CV Tech and John, big thing with BlackBerry keyboard phones.
Because can everybody else see us?
Yeah, because is for anybody else watching, do you see me and John, or is it just you just see me? Hopefully that ain't the case.
That's okay too, man.
Let's let the beard going too. And get rid of this beard. Get rid of it.
Any new ZTE phones coming out this year? Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure they're going to be coming out. But there's no news.
Yeah, everybody's want me to buy the everybody's want me to buy the ZTE Blade Force on Boost Mobile. If I can get it for like $50 out the door, I probably would go for it. But any more than that, nah. Honestly, I can't remember the screen size. Honestly, I can't remember the screen size of the new phone.
Can't wait for Deadpool 2. There you go.
Yeah, if you're only seeing me, not John, refresh your stream. It might clear it out.
Rose Jane said no. Oh, well, we're going to go ahead and end this off anyways. We got about 10 people viewing. Thank you for all the 10 people that are viewing, but yeah. I got to pick up little John off the bus anyway here in just a little bit, so.
Thanks, y'all, for joining in, for all y'all who joined in for this little small midday live stream.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and leave those likes. Thank you, guys. All right, peace out.